Imagine waking up to find your child gone. No sound, no struggle, just an eerie silence that echoes for decades. In 1982, Johnny Gosch, a 12-year-old paperboy from Iowa, vanished without a trace while on his morning delivery route. But this isn't just a story about a missing boy. It's a case shrouded in conspiracy, dark secrets, and chilling theories that point to something much bigger. Was Johnny a victim of a powerful trafficking ring? Did he escape and attempt to expose the truth? And are there people in positions of power working to keep his story buried? This is more than a cold case. It's one of America's most mysterious and unsettling unsolved disappearances. Stay with me as we unravel the story of Johnny Gosch, the evidence, and the haunting questions that still remain unanswered. By the end, you'll be left wondering, is the truth hidden in plain sight? The morning that changed everything. It was a peaceful Sunday morning on September 5th, 1982, in the quiet suburbs of West Des Moines, Iowa. Johnny Gosch woke up early, as he always did, to deliver newspapers in his neighborhood. This was his routine, a normal part of his young life. But that morning, something was different. Unlike other days, Johnny didn't wake his parents to tell them he was leaving. By 6 a.m., Johnny was seen near his route, pulling his familiar red wagon filled with newspapers. Several witnesses reported seeing him, but what they described was chilling. A man in a blue Ford Fairmont had been following Johnny. Another witness claimed to have seen a man approach Johnny and speak to him before he disappeared. By 7 a.m., concerned neighbors began calling the Gosch home, asking why their papers hadn't been delivered. Panic set in. Johnny's father went out to search the neighborhood, only to find Johnny's wagon abandoned on the sidewalk. There were no signs of a struggle. Johnny had simply vanished. The slow response that cost precious time. When Noreen and John Gosch reported Johnny missing to the police, they were met with a shocking lack of urgency. Authorities initially categorized Johnny's disappearance as a runaway case, insisting he would likely return home on his own. This response was not uncommon in the early 1980s, a time when missing children cases were often dismissed as voluntary disappearances. But Johnny wasn't the type to run away. He was a responsible, well-loved child with no history of trouble. His parents knew immediately that something was wrong. Yet by the time police launched a full investigation, critical hours had already passed. Hours that could have been used to track Johnny's movements or find potential witnesses. Frustrated with the lack of action, Noreen Gosch began her own investigation, distributing flyers, organizing search parties, and bringing national attention to the case. But despite her relentless efforts, the trail grew colder with each passing day. A pattern emerges: the disappearance of Eugene Martin. 2 years after Johnny's disappearance, another paperboy, Eugene Martin, went missing under eerily similar circumstances in Des Moines. The parallels between the two cases were undeniable. Both boys vanished while delivering newspapers in the early morning hours. The community was gripped with fear. Was there a serial abductor targeting young boys in Iowa? Despite the similarities, no concrete connection between the cases was ever established. However, the disappearance of Eugene Martin added another layer of complexity to Johnny's case. Theories began to surface, and they weren't just limited to local suspects. Some believed these disappearances were part of a larger, more sinister operation. Theories of a child trafficking ring began to take shape, an idea that would gain momentum in the years to come. A mother's fight and shocking claims. As the years passed, Noreen Gosch refused to let her son's case fade into obscurity. She became a vocal advocate for missing children, speaking out about the flaws in the system and demanding justice for Johnny. But her journey took a shocking turn in 1997, when she made a claim that left the nation stunned. According to Noreen, Johnny visited her late one night at her home. Now an adult, he allegedly told her he had escaped from his captors, but was still in danger and couldn't stay. Noreen described the encounter in vivid detail, claiming she recognized her son immediately. But Johnny left as quickly as he had arrived, vanishing once again into the shadows. This revelation sparked controversy. While some believed Noreen's account, others dismissed it as a desperate mother clinging to hope. Yet her claim raised an unsettling question. If Johnny was alive, why hadn't he returned for good? And what was he running from? The dark theories, trafficking rings and cover-ups. One of the most chilling theories surrounding Johnny's disappearance involves an alleged child trafficking ring with ties to powerful individuals. Former FBI agents and private investigators have suggested that Johnny may have been abducted as part of a larger operation to exploit and traffic children. This theory gained traction in the late 1980s with the emergence of the Franklin Credit Union scandal, a case involving allegations of child abuse and trafficking linked to prominent figures in Nebraska. Some theorists believe Johnny's case is connected to this scandal, pointing to a network of exploitation that spans far beyond Iowa. Adding to the mystery were photographs and letters Noreen received over the years. Some photos depicted a young boy bound and gagged, which she believed to be Johnny. Although authorities couldn't confirm the boy's identity, the images painted a horrifying picture of what Johnny might have endured. But perhaps the most troubling aspect of these theories is the idea of a cover-up. Could powerful individuals be working to suppress the truth about Johnny's disappearance? And if so, what are they hiding? The legacy of Johnny Gosch. Johnny Gosch's case may remain unsolved, but his disappearance has left a lasting impact. In the years following his abduction, Noreen's tireless advocacy led to significant changes in how missing children cases are handled. Her efforts contributed to the creation of the Johnny Gosch Law, which requires law enforcement to act immediately in cases of missing children. Noreen also played a key role in the establishment of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, an organization that has since helped locate thousands of missing kids. Despite these achievements, Noreen continues to search for answers about Johnny. Her determination has kept his story alive, ensuring that his case remains in the public eye. But for her, the fight is far from over. The question that haunts her and all of us is simple. What really happened to Johnny Gosch? Could the mystery ever be solved? As we look back on Johnny Gosch's disappearance, we're left with more questions than answers. Was he truly taken by a trafficking ring? Did he escape and return to his mother, only to vanish again? And why have so many leads gone cold? One theory suggests Johnny may still be alive, living under an assumed identity to protect himself from those who wish to silence him. Others believe the key to solving the case lies in uncovering the truth about the alleged trafficking network. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. Johnny's story is a chilling reminder of the dark realities that can lurk beneath the surface of everyday life. The disappearance of Johnny Gosch remains one of the most haunting mysteries in American history. His story is a testament to the resilience of a mother's love and the need for justice in a world that often feels unjust. What do you think happened to Johnny Gosch? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep the conversation alive. If you want more deep dives into chilling mysteries like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, we can continue to shine a light on the stories that demand answers.